And the winning run is 90 feet away. That's Alvarez.
Yeah. And look who's up. And what's the storyline? Where was the crowd of reporters before the game today? In whose locker? The man in the batter's box.
Francisco Lindor with the game on the line. First pitch. Ripped up the middle. Base hit center field. Alvarez scores. The Mets win the game. 10-9. Francisco Lindor. He's a New York Met. Getting mobbed at first base. Another extra innings thriller. Oh, Flushing is on fire this week. Lindor getting chewed up by bodies of black uniforms near first base. He's in there with a pile. So is Alvarez, who's getting his head pat like a drum by Starling Marte. Lindor with that big, bright, fresh smile. The Mets have done it again. A 10-9 winner in 10 innings.
I don't know. Maybe it's like asking a parent who his or her favorite child is, but the Mets might have outdone themselves after the heroics of just a couple of nights ago here when they came back with 3 late home runs to beat the Tampa Bay Rays. But how about the way it ends with Francisco Lindor, the former Cleveland Indian, now, of course, facing them as the Guardians, delivering the game-winning hit after the kids came through once again.
So a 10-9 winner. Lindor catching a fastball in, wasting no time. Clase blowing his 5th save. And as soon as Lindor saw that ball sneak by Jimenez diving to his right, he was barking out and loving it. And Alvarez flings the helmet into the sky. The Mets with their largest comeback win this year. They were down 5-0. Not going to say the ship was sunk, but you go back a week or 2 weeks ago, it would have felt like the ship has sunk. And this Mets team, Howie, has been electric.
Yeah, well, you know, we talked about the comeback win 2 nights ago as being a potential springboard and how those things would define themselves in the days and weeks to come. Well, the early returns are pretty promising, right? They won a good game yesterday, a 1-run game against, again, the team with the best record in baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays. And then tonight, to come back from down 5 runs early, midway, and then 4 later, and win this game the way they did with Lindor, of all people, getting the game-winning hit, just to once again summarize the dramatic aspect of the way it unfolded. Well, as I say, those early returns in terms of feeding off the momentum created the other night are very encouraging. So the Mets win at 10-9. We'll come back and revisit how they did it right after this on the WCBS Mets Radio Network, driven by your Tri-Honda dealers.
Let's go Mets!
And who's at the plate in a 9-9 game in the 10th but Frankie Lindor. Runner takes off. He lines one to right center. Game-winning single. And the Mets have done it again. And Lindor to be mobbed at first on a game-winning RBI single to right center. And the Mets with 3 here in the 10th inning stunned the Cleveland Guardians. And just a shocking defeat as Clase gives up 3 here in the 10th inning. And the Mets are a winner tonight. In 10 innings, they do it in walk-off fashion after there were 2 men out. And they beat Cleveland 10-9.